What if we told you that every successful person out there has used very specific secrets to get to where they are in life? It doesn't matter if you're looking to get more money, find fame, find love, live a life of fulfillment by helping others. These secrets can be applied to absolutely anything you want to achieve in life, and they will dramatically improve your odds of success. We hate the word secret because it implies there is something hidden for most people that only the rich and successful are privy to. But by the end of this video, you'll understand that it's not the information, but the way these people use this information is what makes them get the results they want. The secret is using all of these 15 in your life together because they build on top of one another. That's why some people are able to do things in 5 years that would take others a lifetime. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Buckle up, for this is an immensely valuable video for those who have the ears to listen. Here are 15 secrets rich people use to get anything they want in life. Number 1. They constantly reevaluate themselves. Most people use a pretty simple way to know what their life is like. It's one of 3 scores: not good, meh, or okay-ish. That's how most people evaluate their life holistically. The rich and successful do it differently though. They break their lives down into 5 big pillars: intellect, money, relationships, health, and emotions. They take the time to see where they land on each one of these, individually and at a group level, where the group could be your family, your social circle, or your business. Unless you know in detail how well you're doing in every specific category, how are you supposed to know what to focus on? Most people bundle them all together and wish that somehow their life will magically fix itself. Rich and successful people reevaluate their lives every quarter. That's why businesses report how well they're doing quarterly as well. It allows you to make changes fast enough to improve results. Number 2. They focus on one objective at a time. A while ago, somebody put the idea of multitasking on a pedestal, and the entire world ran with it as if it were something from the gods themselves. The truth is, multitasking was a marketing ploy, where companies, instead of hiring more people, decided that the same employee should be responsible for more than one task. That way, they could improve profit. Only employees multitask. The rich and successful choose one specific goal for every segment of their lives and put all of their efforts into it. Jeff Bezos made his life's purpose to make Amazon the biggest store in the world. That was his one focus. You might be thinking Elon Musk is a very good multitasker, but in reality, Elon only has one goal, and all of his companies work together toward that same goal, to make human life sustainable in the long term. Everything else is a subset of this goal. Every company he decides to build is another pillar supporting this one goal, and once the company is in place, other people are put in charge of making the smaller company sustainable. The more things you do, the shittier the quality of the outcome, and everybody successful knows this. That's why you have to put all of your energy into one medium-term goal, and every year set one different goal that builds toward it. Number 3. They play long-term games. This is the curse of mediocrity. Everyone wants success, but it has to come quick, cheaply, and without sacrifice. Long-term games are quite literally the opposite of all of these 3 characteristics. The average person thinks quickly means in a couple of weeks. For the rich, quickly means in the next decade. The average person thinks cheaply means without spending money, while for the rich, cheaply means not having to trade all of their hours in a day. The average person doesn't want to sacrifice anything in order to get something in return, while the rich know exactly what kind of sacrifice is required so the goal can be achieved. Every action you take daily will have effects over the long term. Buying and reading a book now can provide valuable information that will change the path of your life. A small investment in an emerging technology such as Bitcoin could have massive results in 20 to 30 years. Mediocre people think about how they can score a quick point in the game of life, while the rich are focusing on winning it all in the end. Number 4. They use specialized and updated tools and information. The average person spends a tremendous amount of time online exposing themselves to information, but the information they choose is bad or low value. They are consuming the equivalent of junk food in terms of content and entertainment. Why? Because eating healthier is more difficult than eating healthy food. And it's the same with content. Learning how to invest money, how to grow happiness in your life, how to have better relationships and friendships. It all takes work, time, and sometimes money. But that's why so very few people are successful. Quality is expensive, but most people want it for free. In order to have an edge in this marketplace we call the world, you need to have new tools and new knowledge, both of which will require you to spend some money. Think in terms of traditional versus modern agriculture. While the average person is out there working the field by himself, the rich use technology to read weather patterns, use drones to see how their crops are doing, and modern-day machines to optimize their results. This is quite literally a race between someone running on foot versus someone in a Ferrari. The one in the Ferrari will always win long distance. Figure out what you need to learn and then learn that. Figure out what tools you need and then work until you can afford them. Number 5. They set goals in a unique way that allows them to achieve them. As of making this video, it's the end of February. Most people have already failed or are behind on their New Year's resolutions they set out for themselves. Why? Because for the normal person, a New Year's resolution is just a wish they set out into the universe and pray that the universe will give it to them. Almost every successful person out there uses a very different system of setting goals. For the past 10 years, we've done the same, and the results are by far superior. They build what is known as goal pyramids, where the big goal sits at the top of the pyramid and everything else is broken down into smaller, supporting goals until you get to the bottom of the pyramid where you have your weekly goals. Normal people struggle with procrastination because they lack an effective calendar which allows them to get the important things done quickly and without needing much motivation. Normal people don't know how to use the domino method in order to achieve big goals by building stepping stones that open them up to bigger and better things. We've been studying successful people for our entire adult life. We've read every book on success and goal setting out there, and for the past 10 years, we've tried it all. At the end, a lot of it was bullshit, but there were a few things that worked consistently. We took everything we learned about how to set and successfully achieve any goal you have and put it into what we consider to be the best product we've ever put out. It's called Goal Mastery, and it's available for purchase starting today at Alux.com. This course will be your digital mentor to help you find the specific goals you need to set and what you need to do to achieve them. You've never gone after your goals the way you're going to learn to. Go to Alux.com right now and use the promo code MYGOAL for $100 off. We're closing the door in 7 days. Now, it's your call if you want to remain the same or make the investment and see what happens. Here's the deal. We believe this will be such a game changer for you. If you don't feel like you got your money's worth, we'll provide you with a full refund under our 60-day guarantee. No questions asked. You literally have nothing to lose. Just make the investment and put in the work. See you on the inside, Aluxers. Number 6. They have friends who specialize in different fields that have a common purpose. A big secret successful people use is building networks of other successful people, or at least of individuals that have the same goals as they do. If you're over 25 and your friends don't talk about investing, about the future, about building, and they all talk about partying, complain about money and the good old days, you need to level up your inner circle. Do you realize just how powerful it is to be able to pick up a phone and somebody provide you the answer to a problem you're dealing with? Just how much money and time it saves? Not to mention that these people bring you in on deals and help you accelerate your growth because you do the same for them. Their friends are smart and specialized. They do incredible things in their own fields, and all of them are pushing hard for similar goals. This is a massive competitive advantage. Number 7. They don't quit until they get what they want. Most people don't even try. Out of the rest, a very good portion try just a little bit, figure out it's too hard, and give up. That's why the rich are called the 1%, because the remaining 99% are not able to do what they're doing, to not give up. If this is the life you choose for yourself, how are you supposed to give up after 1 year, 2 years, or even 5 years? It's mind-boggling to us. If this is what you want to do, you know that long-term it'll be the best outcome for yourself and everybody you care about. Then just keep pushing. Figure out how to survive the shitty part of the journey and keep putting that one foot in front of the other. As long as you've got breath in your lungs, do not quit. While normal people keep trying the same thing over and over again and expect different results, when we say keep going and never give up, this refers to keep learning and improving. Every time you try with new knowledge, with more understanding of the process, and every single time your odds of success improve. The best thing is, you only need to break through the wall once for your life to dramatically change. That's why you need to keep learning, to invest in yourself, in your tools, and to not give up. It's just a matter of not quitting before your time is right. Number 8. They invest first and spend the interest. This has been one of the biggest financial hacks we've learned early on in our journey, and it's paid off big time. Let's say you want to go on a holiday or splurge on a product that is fairly expensive. Before you pay for it, you have to make a large enough investment that the outcome pays for your purchase. As a rule of thumb, if you can't afford the investment where the interest pays for the product you want, you can't afford the product. We love traveling, which is why we have a travel investment portfolio. We want to travel a lot, so we have to keep putting money into that travel portfolio. The interest we make on that portfolio pays for our luxury trips. Normal people earn a salary and then go to the Apple store and spend it on the new iPhone. When you leave the store, your wallet is empty. Compare that with our position. When we come back from our holiday, we have more money than we had when we left because the portfolio keeps making money for us. A simple example is, let's say you want to buy a new car. Buy a rental property first and allow the rent to pay for the lease on the car. This change of thinking, the idea of having different portfolios for your splurges in life, is a game changer which will allow you to grow wealth indefinitely. Number 9. Negotiate absolutely everything. This is why some people think the rich are cheap. They keep negotiating things everywhere they go. Why? Because the extra 10 to 15% they negotiate gets to be reinvested in the portfolios we mentioned earlier. 10% doesn't sound like much, but when you factor it in over long periods of time, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, especially if you can get a good price on large purchases. An important rule we learned from a very rich real estate investor is, the profit is always made at the point of purchase. If you're hoping that prices will go up, you're basically gambling. But if you can purchase something below market value, that's immediate wealth you're bringing into your life. You see, Aluxers, reality really is negotiable, but most people don't know how to negotiate a better reality for themselves. Number 10. They invest a lot in their own growth. Listen to us very carefully. Nobody can take away what you have inside your mind. Your mind and your ability to use it is the most valuable asset you have. If you use it right, you'll get everything you want in life. Every good thing in your life right now is the result of good decisions you've made in the past. And the best thing is, you can develop your mind the same way you would improve the value of a house, only you don't do it with new kitchen floors, but with new knowledge and insights. That's why rich people read so damn much. They're looking for money and happiness between the pages of the books they read, and more often than not, they find it again and again. They pay fortunes to spend time with even more successful people than they are, just so they can peek into their brains and extract valuable knowledge from them. From this day forward, think of yourself as a business. If you want your business to grow, you need to invest in that business. You need tools, you need knowledge, you need better marketing, and so on. You are a business, but you don't know it yet. The reason why you as a business have not grown fast enough is because you failed to invest in yourself. Look back at your previous years and ask yourself, how much money did I actually invest in myself as a business? You'll find it probably wasn't that much. There's even another layer to this. If you actually do own a business, investing in yourself is a tax deductible. Take our Goal Mastery course, for example. Let's say you go to goalsbyalux.com right now and decide to spend $499 on the course. This money is seen as an investment by the government, so you don't pay the money in tax. Instead of giving this money to the government, not only are you giving this money to yourself, but you're investing in something that will provide recurring value to your life for years to come. $500 is nothing for a business. That's why you see rich people spending tens of thousands of dollars on similar coaching sessions. It's the businesses they own that are paying for it, and it's they themselves who are reaping the benefits. Number 11. They develop good judgment over years of trial and error. Your ability to develop good judgment is what will make or break you. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and the likes of them are so successful because of their ability to make good decisions. The richer you are, the more is at stake with every decision you make, so developing good judgment is key. If you're very good at making decisions, people will even trust you with their money to make decisions for them. That's quite literally how the entire hedge fund industry works. People respect those who have good judgment and elevate them to positions of power. If you can improve your decision-making process by just 5% a year, in less than 10 years, you'll get everything you want in life, because even slightly better decisions end up with incredible long-term outcomes. Picking the right life partner, deciding to quit a job and start a business, picking your friends, making an investment or not are just a few examples that depend on decisions but carry outcomes over decades. Number 12. The money is there to buy you time so you can think. A big secret rich people use to get everything they want in life is they make it a priority to give themselves time to think. Their decision-making is so good and the type of decisions they make have such large impacts, they need to consider it all carefully. The average person gets home from a job and completely disconnects, be it with Netflix, food, sports, or video games. Successful people work hard so they can take the time to work on the future by thinking and strategizing about it. That's why we're all so damn stressed all the time. We're constantly thinking about the future. Here's the golden nugget you're looking for. The mind cannot create new value if it's already busy with something else. Very few people take thinking seriously. We spend a lot of money to get as far away from our office as possible just to give us a better thinking outcome, because when we come back, a single idea or decision we've come across on our journey could be worth millions. That's why you see successful people spend tremendous amounts of money in remote hotels. They're not paying for the hotel buffet. Instead, they're paying for their ability to think freely. Number 13. They break life down and look behind the scenes. The more you study the way the world works, the better understanding you have of what's happening behind the scenes. You get to a point where you can look at any business and understand how it operates. You look deeply at yourself and understand why you act in certain ways. The more you understand the world, the more obvious the outcome is. Once you look at the source code, it's pretty easy to do anything in life. You simply follow the tutorial. We use the word education a lot, but people confuse that for a degree. Education is what you're left with once the degree is out of the way. It's what you're able to learn about the world that has value. Good luck memorizing the name of every river in your country. It will not help you pay the rent. The more educated you are, the more you're able to break society down and then navigate it. Number 14. Every single day, they do something that gets them closer to their goals. The thing is, it's not enough to not quit. We've used this metaphor before, but it's so good we're gonna repeat it. You don't start with a complete wall. You start with one brick. You pick it up and place it as perfectly as the brick can be laid. The next day, you pick up another brick and do the same. Brick by brick, day by day. You have the idea of the final wall in your mind. You know where it needs to go and the shape of it, but your actions are focused on the brick itself. Time goes by, and when you step back, you realize you finished the wall you set out to build. Successful people become successful because they focus on that daily brick. Not a day goes by without them adding one brick to their wall. As you go through life, ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today that builds toward my wall? And then do not let a single day pass without putting that brick in its place. Number 15. They study other successful people and steal skill sets and know-how. We're not created equally, but if someone managed to do it, it sets a precedent that it is possible to do it. People thought a 4-minute mile was physically impossible to run. Nobody has managed to do it ever. Then one day a lad by the name of Roger Bannister comes along and does it. The entire world watched in silence. Something they believed was impossible was just proven otherwise by this individual right here. In the next few years, tens of other runners broke the 4-minute mile. It was a psychological barrier that couldn't be overcome until someone did it. We look at other successful people the same way these runners looked at Roger breaking the record. Now we know it's possible. It's just a matter of putting in the work and breaking down how he got to that kind of performance. But one thing we know for sure, it can be done. Every successful person out there has a plethora of other successful people they look up to, that they study, they analyze, and try to emulate what they're doing, because it's obviously working. If you train like Roger, you might not be able to break the 4-minute mile, but you're sure as hell about to improve your performance. Now, who else is giving this much value out for free? If our free content is this good, just think of how amazing our paid products are. Every single one of the things we mentioned in this episode will have a long-term positive effect in your life, and we're curious to know, which of these secrets do you believe will have an immediate impact on your life? Let us know in the comments. And as for those of you still watching these videos until the very end, you're about to earn a reward. Here's your bonus. They use the Alux method to get everything they want faster. In our journey, we've developed this system that allows us to create cycles of growth. It just so happens that the 4 steps involved align perfectly with our brand name, so of course we've decided to take it for ourselves. We call it the Alux method, and every 2 years we use it to break through a higher level in our lives. The Alux method stands for 4 things. A. Analyze. L. Learn. U. Utilize. And X. Multiply. You begin by analyzing your life and comparing it with the life of someone you look up to in order to figure out what they do differently. Then, you learn the skills you're missing. This takes a while, but fortunately for you, we live in the best period of information in human history. The 3rd step is putting this new skill to work. This is where you see the fruits of your hard work come into play. Once you begin to see results, you become addicted. This is when the last step comes in. Multiply or expand. You push this new skill to the absolute limit. The Alux method is what's allowed us to jump from one industry into another and has brought forward the big leaps in our journey. In Goal Mastery, the advanced and broken down version of the Alux method is the first thing you learn as a beginner to advanced goal setting, and it only gets more interesting from that point on. Since you're still watching this video right now, we want to thank you for your continuous support and give you a secret discount code. Use the promo code 150OFF and you're going to get a 30% discount on Goal Mastery, paying $349. The $150 is our gift back to you, so use it wisely. For those of you who made it to this point in the video, please write the initials GM in the comment section. That way, we know that you're about to master your personal goals. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We always value your thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos.